Hello, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Planescape Torment. Alright, I'm gonna try
All
not to
right.
get constantly distracted here. Let's go see if we can get to Quell.
Done.
Alright. Questions. Show me to the private sensorium. Here we are.
I'm gone.
Oh, we have sensory stones, memory stones, or whatever. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment, there is a crack as he crunches down on an object in his mouth and then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Greetings. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic and pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. I said, "Greetings." The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he's put into his mouth. Look, I have some questions. The man smirks and bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly, which begins to buzz around the chamber. Minasari, whatever candies be damned, he cries as shaking his fist at the insect. He whirls on you. What? What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? The man pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering. The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet plip. He stares at it sadly. Pick it up and eat it. That's so gross. I'm sorry about your candy. It was so tasty, too, he mewls. He suddenly looks up, snarling. Sorry? As you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashers like you should know their proper place. He begins to jump up and down. Proper place, proper place. Calm down. I only meant to ask you some questions. I care not, you yeasty, beef-witted pig nut. His eyes bulge out as he jabs his finger. Now off with you. Off with you. And you do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute. A gift. He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth. Candies or chocolate would be... Oh, we got that chocolate quasit. We got that because it was like a rare thing, she said. But nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Yeah, okay, no, that's perfect. I'm so glad we went back and just bought everything. Wait, I've got this imported chocolate. I could give it to you as a gift. Oh? His demeanor changes in an instant. Very kind of you. Very gentlemanly. May I see? Show him the chocolate quasit. He takes it from your hands. Oh, quite rare these are, and most delectable. He bites off a large piece and tucks what's left into his tunic. I had some questions. He frowns at you, licking the last of the chocolate from his fingers. Who told you to bother me with inane questions? He stares at you accusingly. Come now. What is it you wish to bother me with? Or be gone? He fishes a malt ball from his sleeve and eats it. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? At the mention of her name, he swallows the candy he's sucking on with a loud gulp, wincing in pain. What to tell? Why tell at all? Such tales are best left in dusty books and in attics of old men's minds. Evil. Evil. Such a name. Such a name. And such dark tales swarm about it like flies on a corpse. Well, just the same, I need you to tell me. He rolls his eyes, plopping another candy into his mouth. She's a night hag, my boy, who came to Sigil. All evil and cackles. All evil and cackles she was, alive with her shadow magic, ready to butt heads with the Lady of Pain. Barmy old hag. Only succeeded in getting herself mazed. She's likely dead by now. Shadow magic? Yes. He seems uneasy about speaking of her. Ravel excelled in all schools of magic. She knew shadow magics of illusion, and shadow substance, shadows, residues of dead things. Well, how might I find her? Why? Why would you ask such a thing? Are you mad? What could you possibly want with such an evil creature? Look, she knows something about my past. Doubtful. She was mazed many centuries ago. Gone, penned in a dead book she is. And even if she were somehow, still clutching to life with her black and bloody talons, what could she possibly know about you? If she wasn't the spitting image of cackling evil, that is, and was even willing to help you. I'll just have to hope she's alive and will help me. By Alessia's 6 teats and her swollen tummy, what a flickering candle of hope hurled in the howling winds of pandemonium that is. Flickering, whoosh. Don't be any more the fool than you need to be. I must still seek her out, whether she's dead or alive. So if she's dead, as she most likely is, then what is your plan, may I ask? You have everything all figured out, do you? Quell is just blowing words out of his pits. Nonsense. Nothing. What do you plan to do if she's in the dead book, eh? What do you think I should do? The first brilliant question you've asked. Me? I think you should give up on the clueless idea of entering mazes and chatting with night hags and lope back to whatever crypt you crawled out of. Makes far more sense than fishing for the lady's anger, it does. Can you tell me how to get to her maze? Lunatic? Madman? Addle Cove? Have you not listened to a word I've said? She's imprisoned in an interdimensional maze for trying to best the Lady of Pain. That means she's at least 10 times as barmy as you, and at least 100 times more powerful. She's also most likely dead. Thrice dead. And, if by some hapstance she isn't, she'll make you dead. I understand, but I really need your help. Can you tell me how to reach her or not? Quell goes quiet, chewing on his lip. After a moment, he fishes around his tunic for a mint, then plops it into his mouth. You're serious? Serious now. Why so serious? So Bator intent, so mule stubborn. He sighs. Well, born clueless, die clueless.
Updated my journal.
Yes? Okay. All mazes have portals. This much I know to be true. A way in, a way out. This is how the lady fashions them. I do not know the portal, its location, or even its form, but I am told its key is a piece of Ravel. A piece of Ravel? But if Ravel is mazed, then how am I supposed to... Then you'll have to make do. Find something that has Ravel's taint in it. Mayhap. That is all I know. All. Bother me no more with it about it. If you want to go pestering someone about something like that, go to the brothel of slating intellectual lust. One of the ladies there is bound to have met or know something that'll help.
Updated my journal.
Ask me another question. May I have some candy? A candy? And once more, for good measure, a candy? What, pray tell, do you think I'd give a candy to a shirtless, impertinent pumpian such as yourself, huh? He taps his foot. Crossed arms, awaiting your answer. Would you sell me some then? Now that I might. But I would warn you, I sell no ordinary candies, but chocolates of power. He draws out his last word out, rubbing his hands together greedily. Chocolates of power? He nods. Indeed, they're not cheap, mind you. So should you find yourself short of jink, I suggest you drop the subject immediately. Would you like to see what I have to offer? Huh? He cocks his head, looking at you slyly. I would like to see what you got. Blessed candy, cast bless. Holy candy, protection from evil. Call lightning. So these are spells? Yeah, okay. Yeah, no thank you.
Done.
Guy was a bit of an ass. Very frustrating to talk to.
Done.
Alright, so let's go back. And I think it was the
I'm gone.
lady with the veil that seemed like she knew something about Ravel Puzzlewell.
Done.
Marissa, that's her name. I had some questions, Marissa. Ask. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? No, do you? You hear an annoyed sigh come out of the darkness. Go ask Yevis. She collects many tales. Okay, Yevis, thank you. Yevis smiles at you, smiles pleasantly at you. Greetings again. Have you come to trade tales? No, but I had some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? The tale of Ravel Puzzlewell, frightener of children, begins and ends with a question. What can change the nature of a man? I'm pretty sure we went through all of this. Many were the times she posed this riddle to those who approached her. We did read this. Go on. Go on. Grey Sisters, yes, go on. See if we can trade tales. So, in search of the key to Ravel's maze. Okay, we're just gonna have to start going through. Delora? Probably not. Okay, she's Directing us to Yevis as well, okay. I wonder if Echo knows, and we have to somehow get her voice back. It's you again. Val Puzzlewell. Everyone keeps directing me back to Yevis. Yeah, this is all stuff that we've gone through. Vivian? Isn't she some sort of historical figure? I can't quite recall who she is. A night hag from Sigel's past, I think. I hope she stays in the past. Night hags are foul creatures, besmirching all femininity everywhere in the plains. She suddenly pauses. You may wish to ask Yevis. Oh, God, okay. Ninny? You know what? Here's the thought. So there was a 10th prostitute that was here, but there was a name scratched out on that stone, the memory stone or sensory stone, whatever it was called. I wonder if that doesn't happen to belong to Ravel.
I'm gone.
Oh, he's... Looks like Lewis is still really pissed at us. Okay, so... Okay, wait, her eyes flash and she smiles. She nods at you. What? What do you know of her? Ah, damn it. You would think we would be able to give her that tongue to allow her to speak. This strange cubic creature seems to be as much machine as it is organic. As you approach the thing, it silently stares at you with wide, unblinking eyes. Its face hasn't the slightest trace of emotion in it. Mort, come on, Chief. We're in a building full of some of the sexiest chits this side of the multiverse, and you're stopping to talk to Modrons? Ignore Mort and greet the Modron. His voice has a metallic, reverberating quality to it, as if it were more sound played out on some warped musical instrument than true speech. Your greeting is returned. There is a soft click, and the creature blinks. An awkward silence hangs between the air and the two of you. Identify yourself first. I'm not sure who I am. We would know why this is so. I don't know myself. I just can't remember. All things should have a name. All things should be identified. We find your answer unsatisfactory, but it shall have to suffice for the present. The creature pauses and blinks at you. We would identify ourselves as Modrons, quadrant type, wing variant to the subject. Okay, well, I had some questions. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzlewell? We know nothing of any being or object possessing such an appellation. Oh, that cube that we bought. Do you know what this little cube-like toy creature is? The Modron, its appearance identical in every aspect but size to the object in your hands, blinks once, twice, then speaks. The object is a portal cube. The user is to position the appendages of the portal cube in such a manner that it will activate. Once activated, the cube will transport the user to whatever destination it was tuned during its creation. Where will this cube take its user? We do not have that information. Over 97% of all portals function in a slightly different manner. We were not present at the construction of the subject's portal cube, nor have we ever been given instructions as to use it. Should the subject desire to utilize the portal cube, they would have to determine its method of operation and destination via experimentation. What's the proper position to activate this one? Okay, same thing. Okay, well, we learned something about that item. Wait a minute. Something just dawned on me. We have Lady of Pain Ragdoll we can communicate with. I wonder if... You know what? No. For some reason I was thinking this was going to be a ragdoll of the Night Hag. Like voodoo, shadow magic type of thing. Maybe that had her essence in it. We'll mess with that in a minute. Let's go back downstairs and see if I'm right about that unidentified stone.
I'm gone.
I think it was this one. Nothing. Same thing we got last time. Ah, and we got new dialogue. Greetings, sir. The man turns to fall from grace. Greetings, Mr. Grace. Rest assured, I'll keep the lady's sensory stones in order while you are away. The man turns back to you. If you'll excuse me, I have several things to tend to. Farewell, sir. Well, damn it.
Done.
And well, we talked to everyone.
Sure, why not?
I don't know. We'll have to figure it out in the next one, I guess. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all join me for the next one.